I don't get dating nowadays. This is the largest group of butthurt, bitter pen pals.
I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit.
Excuse me, I am so sorry, but where in the world did you get that?
Get what?
That smile, it's beautiful.
Get the fuck out. Yeah, you're weird.
That's weird.
The less approachable you are, the higher in value you are. And let me explain.
This is why men don't pursue women anymore. Because so many men are on dating apps nowadays, it has given them this illusion of an unlimited choice in women.
The good, respectful men, the men with boundaries, will not approach women because they're trying to respect their boundaries.
Now, you tell me if this makes sense to you. There's this guy that goes to my church and this lady that I know, and she introduced me to the guy maybe like this past summer, so like some months ago, right? Introduced, I'm like, hey, how are you? You know, it was a real nice introduction, and then that was it. Apparently, he's interested. So, talk to me. Like, so on Sunday, she saw me. I hugged her, you know, hey, how you doing? She was like, let me introduce you to this young man. I said, ma'am, you've already introduced me to him before. And she was like, I have? I said, yeah. She was like, well, he's a great young man, and I feel like y'all two, you know, it would be nice if y'all two, you know, like spend some time together. I said, he doesn't say nothing to me, so I don't say nothing to him. And she was like, well, he said that you said you won't be looking his way. Let me repeat myself. He don't say nothing to me, so I don't say nothing to him. I don't pursue. I don't chase. I don't insert myself. I don't do none of that. Now, mind you, this man works on the parking lot ministry, right? Or the ministry that's outside telling you where to park and stuff. Sweetie pie, you trying to talk to me? Tell me you'll park my car. Save me a parking spot close to the door. Okay? Tell me you'll drive me up to the front. Or you'll meet me up at the front and then you'll go park my car for me. That's how you talk to a woman. I don't know what be possessing y'all to think that we as the women gotta do the pursuing, the chasing, and all of that. Baby, I accept what's given to me. I reciprocate. But to reciprocate something, it has to be given to you first. No. Over are the days of me putting myself out there. Over are the days of me inserting myself. Over are the days of me looking dumb, desperate, and dusty. Over are those days. Like, that was never my style. Why would I start now? I don't care how good of a young man he is. If he's a young man who is deaf, mute, and dumb, then I don't want to talk to him. Like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Y'all, I'm so over these men. It's sassy. You a grown tail man. And you can't open up your mouth and say hello to somebody and your excuse is, oh, she don't look my way. Make me look your way. Give me something to look at. Like, that's why I be quiet, because if you can't even speak to me in the parking lot, you sure can't handle me in this mouth. Make it make sense. If you're going to do anything in this world, make it make sense. Okay? Because I'm over it. I'm over it. If it's just me and my daughter for the rest of my life, me and my baby, we're going to be all right. We're going to have a good life. Because
what a smart young man. She wants to put minimal effort, while the guy being her doormat for her to give him a chance. Let me tell you why that guy doesn't talk to you and take things further. It's because he can sense your sense of entitlement just by your attitude and the way you talk. Smart men have good radars for women like this and can sense there is something wrong. You can't be acting this masculine and expect the guy to take you seriously. By the way, guys, she's a single mom. Enough said.
There's like this huge problem that I've been noticing in the dating world. The good, respectful men, the men with boundaries, will not approach women because they're trying to respect their boundaries. And it is true that biologically speaking, women are far more attuned to subtleties, like body language subtleties, than men. So a lot of times women will actually be giving off clues and cues that they want to be approached, but it's more of like they're trying to give off a vibe or something, and the man has no idea. What ends up happening is that it's the men with no boundaries, or that don't respect boundaries, or the narcissists or the creeps, that end up approaching the woman, and then the women in my life complain that it's only the creeps that approach them, when it's really we women need to be giving off way more intense.
Oh my God, guys, a ran-through woman sent us a signal. We all should be really grateful for that. This woman said a whole lot of nothing. The good guys are tired of your BS because they don't want to catch a harassment case or get disgusted looks or damage their reputation because he dared to approach his equivalent. A lot of women like to make a scene if the guy that approaches them is not what they want. I know this because I used to be a bouncer in a club and have seen a lot of these cases. Some women would even come to me complaining why some guy is even looking at them. It was truly hilarious. They don't care if you're a douchebag as long as you look good and above 8. But if you're an average dude approaching an average woman, you're creepy. A woman who is a 6 doesn't settle for anything under an 8. The dating game is rigged against the average man.
I don't get dating nowadays. This is the largest group of butthurt, bitter pen pals I've ever seen in my entire life. It's absurd. Like, you'll establish mutual interest with somebody, exchange numbers, and then you want to good morning me beautiful until my head is ready to explode. Like, I don't know about y'all, but my attention span is not something to play with. You've got 2 or 3 weeks of chit-chatting with me and FaceTiming before I expect you in person. All right? This isn't fucking summer camp. Let's keep in touch. No. I want to feel the weight of a man's I can't say it, it's TikTok, but you guys, you get what I'm saying. Like, we need to establish real life chemistry. I'm not going to keep talking to you, talking about I miss you. I don't know how. We've never met. More, if you miss me, why aren't you in front of me? Like, what's the issue here? Why aren't you making a move? Lock it in, buddy. Are you short? Do you smell? Are you poor? You can't afford a date? We can go to a fucking park. Like, are you married? What is the issue? Because now you acting sus. And I lose interest on suspect people. Like, what? Lock it in!
He's better off not dealing with you anyway. I can guarantee the guy she's talking to is above 8, and usually those guys have options. He might be sensing this woman is high maintenance and is not worth the hassle. If she doesn't like the way things are going, she should put her ego aside and ask the guy for a date, but no, she's too good for that.
This is why men don't pursue women anymore. Because so many men are on dating apps nowadays, it has given them this illusion of an unlimited choice in women. So when men go out to bars or restaurants, they are not pursuing women anymore, because they know that when they go home, they will have the backup of the dating app. It's way easier to sit on your sofa all night and to scroll and swipe and chat all night than to try and pursue a woman in a bar.
It's another woman projecting their own experience onto all men. No lady, only 1 to 5% of guys are getting successful dates and hookups on dating apps. All the rest of men get absolutely nothing. If a woman is a 5 and goes to a dating app, in a matter of 24 hours, she has all kind of guys that she can choose from. But for a guy who is a 5, he gets nothing there.
And then there is the image that men have of women nowadays, that we have become demanding. Men know that women nowadays, they don't just want a provider. They want a man who is their best friend, their advisor, a good father to their children, helps in the household. And knowing that we have this whole list of expectations, men are just paralyzed. They don't even start to pursue a woman.
But why should they? What do you bring to the table that you expect all that from a guy? You're only bringing a coochie that has been used by multiple men before, plus a lot of attitude, because you think you're all that. Men are waking up to the game realizing they don't need a headache in their lives. That's why they don't approach you.
And another reason for why men don't pursue women anymore is that through texting, men can chat with so many girls at the same time. And for a woman, texting feels like he's pursuing her, but in reality he's not, because texting doesn't need any effort. And after a month of having texted together, when a woman meets up with that man, she feels all bonded and maybe she even sleeps with him. And it's easy for that man to ghost her after that one night because he doesn't have any feeling of loss, since he didn't have to make any effort to pursue her.
This lady really thinks she said something smart. No, this is only true for Chad, who has multiple options. The average man in the West don't get a shot with the average woman because those women think they are above them, while in reality those women are actually at their level.
The less approachable you are, the higher in value you are. And let me explain. And I don't mean this to disrespect any woman out there, but usually the most women that are getting men in their DMs are usually the women that look approachable. And the women that look approachable usually dress a certain way and look a certain way. And I'm not saying that dressing a certain way makes you what they think you are. But usually when you are, for example, protecting yourself more, in the corner more, not showing off your body, men are actually intimidated by you because they know that you're harder to get. So if you're not being approached a lot, that's not a problem. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. Remember, cheap products always have more people wanting it because it's cheap.
I think the Chad she wanted approached someone else instead of her, and she had to cope hard. Listen, lady, men can sense your uptight attitude and your energy from far away, and they decide you're not worth the hassle. Now, it is true that if the guy just want to hook up, he'll go for the girls that seem the easiest, but the guy who wants a relationship looking to see if you're worth it for him to pursue, and if you're not showing those traits, he will dip.
I don't know why they're not going up to a woman. Like, what's holding them back from that?
Because of feminism and Me Too and all that shit. And because women will fucking put men on blast who like maybe awkwardly approach them. You see also those gym TikTok videos where girls like work out in the gym and then there's like a guy who like glances at them for like 1 second and they fucking blast them. That's what guys are scared of. And these guys aren't even, they're not even doing anything wrong. They're just like innocently, sometimes they're not even looking in their direction. So there's like this social component now where like people are terrified to get like fucking exposed on social media. So
just look at these girls' faces and their impressions. It doesn't register to them the consequences for a man if he approaches a wrong woman in this day and age. They simply don't care. It's all about them and how they feel. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more videos.